What's up, y'all? It's your girl Sakina, and I'm back with another review. This is my review for The Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is season 14, episode 3, if I'm not mistaken. So I know y'all have been wondering, where the hell have I been? And I just been around. I'm really tired, and my sleep deprivation is getting the best of me these days. So y'all just keep in mind, when I'm not posting around the time that an episode had dropped, 9 times out of 10 I haven't done it because I'm just exhausted. Like, even doing my oh, hold on, y'all, I'm choking. But even doing my put a ring on it video was very hard because I was taking notes and literally my eyes were so heavy I just stopped taking notes. Like, so that was delayed as well. But like, I'm just trying to give y'all a description of how tired I am a lot of the time. So if I'm super delayed on shows, it's because I just don't have the energy. Honestly, I don't have the energy now, but I don't want to keep putting these things off or skipping reviews. So here I am. I'm sorry I'm doing the podcast out, but this is just a faster way for me to get this video out. And honestly, it's not going to be super detailed, and that's only because I already pretty much gave my opinion on the Whether You Like It or Not panel that dropped on, not Thursday, today's Thursday, on Tuesday. It's on Josiah's World TV's channel. So if y'all want to go ahead and take a look at that, definitely be sure to show him some love on his channel. But let's go ahead and get into this review, right? So we see that Kenya is planning Brooklyn's 3rd birthday party. Little Brooklyn is so cute. Now, she did mention to the party planner that Mark will not be involved with helping pay for this party. It's going to be about $15,000. I think that it's excessive, but if you have the money, then go ahead and do it. But I've always been one of the people who say, when I do have children, those early years, baby, we ain't going all out. I don't feel the need to go and do the most on stuff where kids aren't going to remember. Like, we've been talking about taking my niece to we want to take her to Disney, but the thing is, we don't want to take my nephew, her brother, because he's 3, and it's like, okay, we take him, he's not going to remember. And I don't want to be spending, baby, Disney World's not cheap. So I don't want to spend all that money on something where it's not going to be a memory for him. You know what I'm saying? So we only like to do certain things like that for children that actually remember things. So yeah, I'd say all of that to just say, baby, I ain't doing all of that in them early years because you ain't gonna remember a damn thing. So the next scene that we see is with Marlo and Charade doing some training or whatever. And they basically have a conversation about Drew. Marlo tells Charade that, yeah, Drew was saying that y'all have the same assistant in common, Anthony, and Charade is like, he was not my assistant. That's the reason why I was not paying him. But wait, before all of that, Marlo said in her confessional that she an actress. She just don't talk about it as much as the other girls. So y'all know what I did. Y'all know I love to do a little Google real quick. I definitely got on IMDb because that's what I get on anytime I hear about somebody in the actress industry or actor industry, whatever. So I went right on there. Marlo Hampton. Baby, she an actress. Miss Ma'am did 2 episodes of The Games People Play on BET. That's where it starts and that's where it ends. Okay, Miss Actress. Girl, you did that in 2019. And the role obviously was not reoccurring. So, girl, give it up, delicious. Anyway, yeah, they talking about Drew and Anthony and how they have this person in common, but Candy is the one who told Marlo, and Candy is also the one who told Kenya, and Kenya told Charade. So it's all of this conversation going on about Anthony spilling Charade's tea, but nobody is coming directly to Charade, i.e. Drew and Candy. So at this point, this is really starting to piss Charade off. So we know that they get more into that later on, but I can understand her frustration because, like Charade said, baby, Candy don't like people talking about her, spreading rumors and all of this, but she ain't had the decency to come straight to me with the bullshit. So I get you, Charade. And Charade looked really good in this scene. I love the, I think it was a one piece, the blue jumpsuit or bodysuit that she had on with the little She by Charade jogger shirt that gave Google tees. That was real cute. I was here for that. I think we all could agree that Charade's strong point is fitness, and that's where she needs to be putting a lot of her energy towards. I know she's trying to switch up the whole She by Charade situation, but if she's sporting any of the She by Charade athleisure wear, I'm going to ask her to go back to the drawing board. But I think we're supposed to see a fashion show at the end of this season or whatever. So I'm rambling too much. Let's go ahead and get on to the next scene, baby. Todd and Kandi, they have a conversation about being left out of each other's projects because we know that Kandi is booked and busy with the Broadway play that she's producing, and Todd is feeling left out. My thing is, I mean, I would not necessarily want him to feel left out, but just know that projects are going to be done separately. Like, sir, you did Hollywood Divas, and obviously you're working on something else right now that you didn't want Kandi to be a part of. So I just feel like they need to allow each other space. Y'all already work in close proximity and y'all married. So yeah, some of these projects need to be separate. Y'all don't always need to work together. I do feel like Todd, I feel his frustrations feeling like, you know, he's married to Kandi, so sometimes that kind of overshadows what he has going on because let's not forget, he is in TV production. That's how he met Kandi. So I would be irritated if my career got overshadowed by who I was marrying. Women feel that frustration a lot of the times too with their husbands. So I understand why Todd will feel some type of way. But like I said, y'all need that space from each other. Y'all don't need to be attached at the hip all the damn time. So then we get on to the next scene with Drew and Anthony. Baby, Anthony talk like he got something in his mouth, like some spit or something. I don't know. And he be flinging them locks, child. Like this. This dude is extra as hell. So they get into the conversation about Charade and how she got introduced to her. And Charade was like, I heard so many things about y'all. And they was like, well, I hope it was good things. Drew and Ralph was saying that. And she was like, remember the energy that she was giving Drew? I was like, child, look, she acting like she know a lot. And then I forgot, remember that scene with her and Marlo, she did admit that Anthony was spilling their tea to her as well. So she knows a bit of their background history, which explains why she was so standoffish when she met them at the Art Guy party. Baby... Okay, yeah, that's just a whole thing. So Anthony kind of gets more in-depth about it. He was like, yeah, I love Charade. She's one of my good girlfriends. However, Miss She by Charade does not like to pay. So he had to cut all business ties with her because she wasn't giving him any money. He knows a vendor that was doing the same thing. He didn't want any business ties with her until he received $25,000. And we all know that throughout the year, Charade does have this stigma of not paying people. Like, Miss Ma'am, where's the money? Okay? I feel like Kandi trying to figure out where Marlo get her money from. Where's She by Charade get her money from? Because, yeah, it's a big question. We don't know. It's not from them damn joggers. Miss Ma'am, where's the funds coming from? But anyway, that's just a whole thing in itself. So we just trying to figure out what's going on with Charade. I personally feel like Anthony is telling the truth because she does have a history. And if he is just clinging on to that history like a lot of my fellow panelists feel like he's doing, you know, because we all know that she does have a history of not paying according to the streets. Some of them feel like he could just be jumping on that bandwagon to stir up some mess. But I feel like I believe him. But in the midst of all of this, Sonya calls Drew because she got in a car accident with an 18-wheeler. She came and picked her up, and that was what it was. So let's go ahead and get into this tea party. Now, the girls start to arrive, and as far as looks go, Kenya, I don't know what was going on with your hair. It looked like you rode to the venue with the windows down in your car, and it shook up your hair, and I just don't see the vision. That snooky hump. But girl, it was just a no for me. Really, I feel like out of everybody, I liked Drew's outfit the most, even though it is the same dress that Kenya wore for Brooklyn's first birthday party. I do think that it was cute. I liked her makeup. I liked her hair. I liked her little headpiece. Like, it was cute. I liked Marlo's headpiece too. I can't remember what she had on, but yeah, that's just my thoughts. I think that Drew looked good. Even her little baby. Marietta, she was there. We got to see her for the first time. That's Neo's baby mom. They have 2 kids together. Fun fact about me, I really, really used to love Neo's music. I don't hate it now, but I was a big Neo fan when he first came out. Like, his first 4 albums, bops from start to finish. I think, was it 4? I don't know. Libra Scale, Down. Those were, like, really good albums. And then, like, I feel like after Libra Scale, the albums kind of started falling off a little bit. But I did like the album that he came out with. I think it's called, is it called Storytime? The one with Juicy J, She Knows, and Money Came By with Jeezy. That album was really good. I really like that one too. But anyway, yeah. Marietta, we got to see her. But Miss Ma'am, I'm going to have to get on you real quick, because the way you had Madison showing up to that tea party with her hair not done, unacceptable. It literally looked like you took a bonnet off of her head and was like, come on, let's run down here to this Atlanta filming scene real quick. Like, no, it was terrible. I was very disappointed, but Marietta is beautiful. Her hair was done. Her face was beat. Miss Ma'am, you need to go ahead and get your daughter some box braids or something like that if you ain't gonna have her hair done, because that's unacceptable. Anyway, the girls start showing up. They real late. Charade trying not to address Drew with the Anthony issues and all of that. She gonna keep it real cute. Now, when the girls finally arrive, they do, introduce little Brooklyn, all of that with her cute self. And Kenya wants to play this game called Spill the Tea or something, where the girls spill tea that they have on the other girls around the table. But it's done unanimously. Nobody is given, did I say unanimously? It's anonymous. So, they get around the table and they spilling tea. But we get down to Candy, and her tea is that she sucked dick in a locker room. And she's upset and offended by this because this never happened. So, baby, it was definitely giving a, who said that? Who said that? Who said that vibe? And, baby, nobody wants to confess to what they wrote. Now, I know some people think that it was Kenya. I don't think that it was Kenya. I think that it was Marlo. And I say I think that it was Marlo because of the past. Remember, the whole who said that situation started off with Marlo getting it popping down at the table, talking about she heard that she was in a lesbian relationship or whatever. That all got started by Marlo. So, and then you got to think about the trailer. Remember, Marlo said something about Candy being Block's side piece or whatever she was saying. So with those things in mind, it made me think that it may be Marlo who said it, but nobody wanted to admit it. But according to Candy, she said that never happened, so she ain't like none of that happening. So then the next question was, Charade don't pay her bills. So then, Charade got offended, and that's when the shit really started to pop off. Now, Drew and Charade having this whole back and forth about Anthony, and then Charade's friend with the red outfit on, she interjects and says that, is this the same Anthony who said that Ralph was gay? Baby! Drew got offended and was like, you will not talk about my husband in that, like, don't play with me, blah, blah, blah. She wasn't here for it. But I was like, So Anthony is going around town talking about how Charade don't pay bills. And then he also spilling Drew's tea. Or I don't want to say necessarily tea, but he's spreading rumors around talking about that Ralph is gay. I said, oh, well, baby, the common denominator is definitely Anthony, okay? He wanted his moment, and baby, he's getting it because the girls are fighting over his words and rumors. So, what's her name? Drew was saying that Anthony is now on probation for the things that he said about Charade, but they was like, hello, Miss Ma'am. Don't forget, he was talking shit about your husband as well. He's trying to spread rumors about you, too. And she was like, what rumors? Girl, what are you talking about? What do you mean, what rumors? You just sat here and got mad at Little Miss Red Riding Hood for saying that Anthony said that your husband is gay, and you got all offended, and all of a sudden you forgot. I said, she trying to play. You was hoping that the girls didn't remember what was just said about him. No, we didn't forget. No, we did not forget. They did not forget. And they had to remind you. So you need to really be firing him because he's not professional. He's going to spill your business. He's spilling Charade's business, and that's unacceptable. How are you being my personal assistant, yet you're doing all of this? And then she thought it was cute Drew thought it was cute to try to throw in Charade's face that she has 3 assistants. Girl, and we still don't understand why, because what are y'all doing over there as a unit? You and Ralph, what are y'all doing over there to the point where y'all need all them damn assistants? Girl, because you ain't in no major movie roles. It's not like you can't be present at home. You filming Housewives of Atlanta in Atlanta at home. So, girl, what is it? What's the reason? We still confused. Girl, get out of here. You ain't doing shit with 3 assistants. You really just wasting their damn time. Anyway, yeah, they at the end of all of this. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even get to mention this. I told y'all I'm all over the place. But little Miss White Lady, who was mad about sucking dicks and the kids being around and being mad because the ladies are, arguing and all of that. Girl, you knew what you was getting yourself into. And if you didn't, I don't know why. Because this is the Housewives of Atlanta filming scene that you're stepping into. So, yes, just know that it's something that's going to pop off. I don't understand why Kenya would have this at her daughter's birthday. It would not be me. I wouldn't have something like this going on at such a special event. But, child, I guess it is what it is. It happened. And I was with Marlo. Kenya, don't invite your white friends because we ain't got time for this shit. Our kids are here. I'm leaving. Girl, bye, because don't nobody give a fuck about you. We don't even know who you are. Like, not trying to be rude or make it seem like her feelings aren't valid, because I get it. However, Miss Ma'am, we got a show to run. Get your kid out of here. You could just exit quietly because you doing all of this. My kid is here. Our kids are here. Girl, okay, we get it now. Scram. Anyway, at this point, everybody's trying to wrap it up. Charade and Drew, they still going at each other. And Drew is like putting her hands in Charade's face. No, ma'am, let's not do that. Because if she bop you upside your head, you gonna be looking crazy. Like, don't do that. Because it gave me, this episode kind of gave me a few thoughts about the previous seasons. Remember when Charade and Marlo was doing all that extra shit in South Africa? That's what it gave me. So anyway, everybody's like, girl, stop doing that with Charade for she bop you upside your head, Drew. And Drew was like, look, she ain't never scared, I guess. But anyway, I just really felt like Charade was definitely mad. But it's like, you should be more mad at, what's his name? You should be more mad at Anthony compared to Drew. She was mad at Candy, too, for running her mouth and not coming to her directly. And I understand that. I would be annoyed. Candy said that she was trying to give, what's her name? Drew, some time to come and tell her herself, but not really when you was going around telling Kenya and Marlo, and then it was getting back to Charade, and you didn't even have the decency to tell her up front. You was going around everybody else, but saying it under the name of trying to give Drew some time to come to you directly. Nah, girl, don't work that way. So anyway, that was pretty much the end of the episode. We see now that this is pretty much the start of where what's her name? Drew and Charade's beef starts. I did like the fact that Marlo was able to put her differences aside with Kenya, and that they didn't bring the whole Argyle situation into Brooklyn's party. Like, Marlo mentioned it, but she didn't make a big deal out of it, and I could appreciate that. Sad to see that they are going to beef at some point within this season again, but it is what it is. At least they was able to put their differences aside for little Brooklyn. Anyway, let's get down in the comments and talk, y'all. There wasn't much to this episode, but don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.